All right, hi 215. All right, so we are reading chapter 4 today. All right, I'm a little chilly, sorry. All right, so chapter 4 says, sometimes you gotta work with what you got. Wednesday mornings, I made cookies, but when I rang the doorbell next door, it rang and rang again, and no one answered. Mom said there was a lot to do when you move, and I should let our new neighbors get unpacked anyway. This morning, I wanted to try again, but the minivan was already gone when I went outside. On the drive to the clinic, I try not to let my hopes run loose, but they rush with the water under the bridge. I hope the girl next door loves swimming because we have a pond a few streets away from my house and now hers. I hope she's not allergic to guinea pigs since I have two. And I hope she's a little bit shy and likes to draw and read. And I hope that she doesn't think it's babyish to send Morse codes messages across the street. At the clinic, Mom says it's too cold for the park. I draw sailboats bobbing on the summer waves, while Mom reads about a scene where a spell goes wrong for Carrie. I catch Frost smiling at us. I think she's listening too. The bell above the clinic door jangles, and Mom looks up from the pages. Hello, Elizabeth, she says to Jason's mother. Hi, Jason. Jason doesn't move his head, but his eyes turn to me. Ah! I flinch. I know that Jason can't help it, but sometimes the sounds he makes are loud and creepy. Jason wraps his communication book. My son wants to thank you for the picture you gave him, Miss Morehouse says to me. In fact, he asked me to hang it on his wall. Jason's mouth drops open. I gave Jason my, I hate when my mom does that to me too, eye roll. He smiles and taps his book. Jason is wondering if he could have your name in his book. Mrs. Morehouse watches his hand move card to card. So he can talk to you. Would you mind, Catherine? It seems weird to think of my name in some boy's communication book, but I don't know how I could say no. So I say, all right. He takes a little card and a pen from her purse. Watching her, I wonder how that'd feel to have to wait for someone to make a word before I could use it, and to have all of my words laying out in the open for complete strangers to be able to walk by and see everything that mattered to me without even knowing my name. Jason grimaces at the card. Well, you know I can't draw, Mrs. Morehouse says. Do you want me to put her name without a picture? I could draw it. Jeez, where did that come from? Just popped out of my mouth without checking with my brain first. That would be great, Mrs. Morehouse says, pulling out another blank card from her purse. If you draw on this, it'll fit into his book. On my way past Jason's wheelchair, I study a page of his communication book, so my card will match his others. But they're about 2 inches square. Each side has a simple black and white line drawing and the word or phrase printed along the top. His book is clear vinyl pages like an album for trading cards, only with smaller pockets to fit the word cards. Back at my spot on the couch, I ask Mom if I can borrow a little makeup mirror from her purse. I lay the mirror and the card on my sketchbook to give me something firm underneath while I draw. 2 inches wide, 2 inches high, a white block waiting for me to appear inside. But how should I look? Like my school picture with just combed hair and my say cheese smile? Or do I do at home with a ponytail and wearing my favorite purple t-shirt? I can't decide. So I do the easy part first and write Catherine along the top of the card. I wrote it in tiny, neat letters. I might not be the world's best artist, but I can draw better than the stick figures and the line drawings on Jason's other cards. All perfect circles and ruler straight lines. I choose a peach-colored pencil and study my face in the mirror. I draw the curve of my right cheek, sweeping down to my two-pony chin. Up my other cheek, over the top of my head, and back to where my line began again. I draw how I usually look. Brown ponytail, blue-gray eyes, wearing my purple t-shirt. Not a perfect circle or a straight ruler line anywhere. Besides, Jason probably wouldn't recognize the school picture me anyways. When Mrs. Morehouse tries to slide my card into one of the clear pockets in Jason's book, it's the tiniest bit too big. I'll take a sliver off the side, she says, heading for the reception desk. Let me get some scissors. Beside me, Jason taps. Excuse me, I call to Mrs. Morehouse. He wants something. I'm scared I won't understand Jason, but she's already chatting with the receptionist. Holding my breath, I peer down at his finger, pointing to, thank you. Oh, I let out a breath. You're welcome. Mrs. Morehouse trims my words to fit his book, and Jason lets out a loud, ah! He says it's too loud. Mrs. Frost turns down her hearing aid. Jason slaps. Good job. My name stands out, colorful and detailed among the black and white plainness of all of his other cards. Sandwich, pizza, soda, drink, eat, more, good, nice, bad, sad, happy, mad, van, want, go, I'm sorry, no, yes, maybe, I don't know, make, tell, help, wait, baseball, book, music, guitar, piano, like, please, thank you, me too, okay, hi, goodbye, boy, girl, man, woman, picture, word, good job, what, who, why, and many more, all the way to Catherine. I long to pull his cards out and add red to the van, yellow to the happy face, a thick purple jelly between the slices of bread in the sandwich. I want to show Jason I'm sorry for not looking at him the same embarrassed way I hate people not looking at David. But how? Jason, if you ever want me to make you more words, I say, just ask. Thank you, Mrs. Morehouse says, adjusting her earring. But there's no need. These cards are part of a speech program we use, and it comes with a whole book of words. I can copy whatever he needs from there. Jason shoots his mother up. What? Look? Yes, more picture. Mrs. Morehouse sighs. Are you sure that you don't mind, Catherine? I'm sure. I turn the page of Jason's communication book, reading through his cards so I don't repeat the words or phrases that he already has, which shouldn't be hard since his words are all boring. But to be polite, I ask his mother what words she suggests that I make. I'm sorry, guys. I just got really tongue-tied. Excuse me. Something you like would be really nice. Then he could talk to you about it. She pulls a stack of blank cards out of her purse. Would 7 be too many? 7's fine. Taking the cards. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Go back to the couch, stay here. Jason turns a page in his communication book, and my insides twist. Well, I glance at my watch. Hi, Jason. His speech therapist smiles, striding into the waiting room. Am I interrupting something? I open my mouth. to say no, but she's already looking past me. How's his day going? Jason taps. Good. He's been a bit cranky, Mrs. Morehouse says. I think he stayed up too late last night watching the Red Sox. It went into extra innings. Oh, are you, pointing to Jason's, cranky? Just gesturing plus a crabby face. Jason sighs. No, he points in his communication book. Good, because we're going to have fun today. The therapist turns to Mrs. Morehouse and adds, it's time for evaluations. Why don't you come with us and I'll show you what I have in mind. Jason tilts his head towards me, his hand moving slyly across his speech book. Stupid speech woman. I cover my mouth with my hand so I won't laugh. Jason makes her sound like a superhero. Speech woman, avenger of adverbs, protector of pronouns, champion of ciabatta. Bye, I mumble through my fingers. Goodbye. He turns his page back to touch Catherine. All right, that is the end of that chapter. You can come back and check at the bottom for the response activity. And I hope you enjoyed it.